Okay, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. We are going live. We just went live. Thanks for joining. I'm going to wait for more people to jump online before we get started. If you're in Instagram, feel free to jump on YouTube if you want to have more people to chat with on the live chat. Thank you guys all for joining. State Line, what's going on, brother? How are you, sir? We are just now going live. Sound is good. Yep, my mic is looking good. Video is looking good. Another beautiful day, bro. I hit the sauna for 30 minutes straight today, so if I look cooked, you know why, bro. I did 30 minutes straight, man. That was, whew, that's rough. It's always hard, man, no matter how many times I do it. But upper body, bro. Did upper body today and went hard, man. Went hard today. So was a big heavy day. Yeah, bro, yeah. I bet, man. Chicago must be getting cold, bro. Sorry, bro. I just muted for a second. Okay, so those of you that are joining, welcome. Random, what's up, buddy? How are you? What's happening? I know I keep playing with that mute button, man. I don't know why I keep doing that, but we're good now. So I'm gonna run a poll, and as you can see, my favorite video of all time is up top, and I have this graphic that I created, and we're gonna get this started. I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna figure out how to do this thing. Let's see, engage, start a poll. There we go. Should we start a poll and put the how can we do this, bro? Should I just put the different words state line that I was using? Or do I ask people for what they suggest to be, you know, the words that go along with this? So, man, I have to go scroll on our chat now in our Discord. So we're on a Discord. While we get warmed up, guys, I got video. We're gonna put some stuff on, have a good time. But until then, I got a couple of them. Dumped and trumped. Dumped. What should we use for this, guys? Dumped and trumped, or senile denial, or brain drain. Does it let me edit the poll? Oh, no, it only lets me end the poll. Well, we'll start with that. We'll start with that, and we'll see what's up. He says, flip it to match on them. Flip it to match on them? What do you mean? If you ask people for suggestions, you will just get a shitload of suggestions. Yep, exactly. So we're gonna do that. I should have taken the extra step to make a shirt out of it. I know this already. I could have done that. I didn't do it. I could probably do it later. I'm not gonna do it on stream, but we're gonna make a shirt and we're gonna make it of Trump looking over at Biden. And I'm just curious what you guys think would be the best wording for that. So we're going to do that, and we'll go in and out. Once we get more people, we'll pop this poll in and out. And if people are wondering, let me see, where do I put it? Statement says Trump and dumped, so it looks like the names under them. Flip it to match them. Trump and dumped, so it looks their names under them. I don't get what you mean. Should I do like that? I got to do this maybe down here. And then let's go here, bro. Go like this. And we'll take this. And bring this down here. It's going to mess with the chat a little bit, but it's okay. We'll do it, dude. We'll run it. Looks like their names are under them left to right. Under them left to right. Oh, I got what you're saying. Trumped, dumped and trumped. I got you. Let's run it like this and see how this does real quick. And then we'll go from there. So guys, if you're just joining, this is the poll. And does this work? All right, we'll run it like this. And we'll see what happens with that. Now that we're here, let's watch it. I mean, because we have to.
A single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
He did do a damn.
Or should I move this over here and move myself down? Maybe I'll just leave it here for now. This is fine. Behind the chat, it's fine. All right, let's run that.
And these people.
All right, and then we're gonna run back and we're gonna get started here, guys. We got a couple good ones. Let's start right here because this is some current events that just happened.
A mass shooting plot has been prevented by local law enforcement after they received a tip. This guy was planning to shoot up the Atlanta airport. It's just insanity. And also, Democrats are continuing to melt down over President Trump's AI video. We're going to show you all of this, of course, and what both sides are saying. But let's hear more about this mass shooting plot. Take a look.
Police say that a tragedy was just averted at the world's busiest airport. Body cam video shows police arresting a suspect today inside Atlanta, Georgia's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. This after his family warned authorities that he was headed to the airport to shoot it up. Police say he had an AR-15 assault rifle in his vehicle outside. CNN's Isabel Rosales is in Atlanta. Isabel, how did this unfold?
Jake, what we saw was Atlanta's mayor and his police chief profusely thanking the family of the suspect for averting what they believe could have been a mass shooting at the world's busiest airport by notifying authorities that something wasn't right. So let me give you the timeline of events here with the suspect, Billy Cagle, 49 years old. He's a convicted felon for marijuana possession more than 2 decades ago, and authorities say he had mental health challenges. So this started at 9:29 in the morning, where Billy Cagle, he's on video arriving there at the South Terminal. 2 minutes later, he leaves his car outside and then goes inside of the airport. The police chief here in Atlanta say that he was very interested in the TSA check-in area that was heavily crowded with travelers. Now, by 9:40 a.m., this is when Cartersville Police Department, an hour north of Atlanta, alerts APD that there's a potential threat because they were hearing from the family of the suspect that he was on social media streaming, that he was armed, that he was headed to the airport to, quote, shoot it up.
Okay, so bottom line up front, number one, it's very fortunate he was not successful here. Number two, shout out to the law enforcement agencies who responded quick.
A convicted felon was allegedly planning to shoot up the Atlanta airport today, the world's busiest airport, armed with an AR-15. And that suspect...
Simor on Instagram. Hello, how are you? Thank you for saying hello. If you want to come over to YouTube, there's a live chat there. It's more active, so you could talk to more people.
Reportedly did get inside the airport before police quickly stopped him. So here's a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson right now. And here's what we know. Our affiliate source says that this felon did a FaceTime call with family members, allegedly telling them his plans to shoot up the Atlanta airport. Someone reportedly notified police after that call, who then found the suspect's car outside of the airport. It was blocking traffic, but the suspect was not inside. Police reportedly did end up finding the felon inside of the airport. They grabbed him, took him into custody, and authorities reportedly found that AR-15 while searching his car. Our Fox affiliate is also reporting that they had a camera at the airport all morning. It was very busy, and nobody saw anything. So it seems this whole incident was kept pretty quiet, but we're hoping to learn more from APD very soon. There is a press conference scheduled for about 15 minutes from now, but obviously a lot of questions as to how this supposed convicted felon got his hands on that high-powered semi-automatic rifle. And this, of course, all happening during a government shutdown where airports nationwide are struggling to stay staffed. And if you know anything about the Atlanta airport, you know it's always busy regardless, even without that government shutdown. So back out here live, thankfully authorities...
What are your reasons at the airport right now?
We what now?
Why are you at the airport?
Oh, I'm just here. What I heard?
What kind of car you drive?
Huh?
What kind of car do you drive?
I got dropped off.
You got dropped off. Okay, we just looking. We just have a situation going on.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Yeah, you girls have a dog. Officer, yeah, pleasure. Billy?
Yes, ma'am.
16 radio. Is a guy named Billy?
Billy.
We have hands. Put your hands behind your back, sir. Put your hands behind your back.
What's up, Tamara? Why is he crying like a little bitch?
No, they're filming. They're filming. Give me my phone. What did I hurt? What did I hurt? It's my phone.
Yeah, you're gonna need a triple cuff for this one.
Just show us one more detail and fit in the description. We're gonna head back to the precinct to confirm.
Is that the truck? Look how he parked. Look how he parked, bro. This dude thought he was Chuck Norris, bro. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that AR in his car.
Okay, now, according to the authorities, they did hold a press conference. It wasn't nationally televised. It was really short. But they said that they found an AR-15 assault rifle with 27 rounds of ammunition in the back of the man's truck, which if you saw at the end of that clip, they were showing you a video of it. I have a photo here to show you. They say Billy Cagle, 49 years old, was arrested on suspicion of making terrorist threats, criminal attempt to aggravated assault and firearm charges. And here's an example of that. I'm going to go by it fast just in case, you know, YouTube wants to act funny. Anyways, he also wrote on Sunday on Facebook.
All right, let's go a little further to our guys here. All right.
The no
Look,
which showed him with a crown, flying in a plane, bombing the No Kings protesters with piles of waste. It's a family program. I'll use that word.
Poop.
House Speaker Mike Johnson says that it's just Trump using social media and satire. Satire is the word that he used to make a point. How do you see it?
Well, that video is deeply unserious, deeply unpresidential, and deeply un-American. But unfortunately, it's the type.
And it's deeply humorous.
Type of erratic.
And deeply funny. And deeply entertaining. Just like the sombrero they put on you, bro.
Extreme behavior that the American people have continued to see from this president and from this administration from the very beginning. And of course, it's no surprise to us that
I love that video, bro.
House Republicans continue to behave as nothing more than reckless rubber stamps for Donald Trump's extreme agenda that's hurting the American people, and of course for his extreme behavior.
The extreme agenda of actually doing what the law spells out. Deporting illegal immigrants that have deportation orders. That's not extreme. That's a very moderate thing, by the way, guys. If you're wondering, it's not extreme. It's moderate to do what the law says. It's a moderate thing. It's not far right. It's not loony. It's not far out there. It's not weird. It's not, oh my God. It's none of that. That's the law. You come in here illegally, you get deportation orders, and you get out. And they have the right to remove you from the country, just like any other country. It's not extreme.
Behave as nothing more than reckless rubber stamps for Donald Trump's extreme agenda that's hurting the American people.
We voted for it. It's not an extreme agenda. It's called a popular vote and overwhelming win, electoral win. We voted for this. It's normal, proper, actual normal thing countries do. When people massively invade your country illegally, you remove them.
And of course, for his extreme behavior that they continue to whitewash.
Speaker John.
Whitewashed? Looks like you whitewashed your face. How come you look like you're Michael Jackson transitioning to white, bro? Come on, man.
I mean, you can never get an authentic reaction from Hakeem Jeffries. It's just unfortunate every time we have to play a clip of him. I know we're not getting anything from it. You know, it's not very often you get an emotional response from him because he's literally on autopilot. And to the matter of whether or not this is presidential, I mean, listen, you can find so many decisions from all presidents and you could say, hey, that was not presidential. Okay, we know who Donald J. Trump is. So let's not act surprised every time he puts up out a video or he makes a post and it offends people. I mean, you'd think by now they would learn. Stop reacting to the president all the time. Don't you guys have better things to do or to?
That's what I was trying to tell Wayne on the phone, bro. Was it Wayne? Yeah, it was Wayne. On the phone this morning. It's like, dude, you guys are worried about every little word that he says. They literally heard, what was the word that Senator Kennedy said earlier? He said they believe that children should be able to transition genders during recess. And he goes, I never heard anybody say that they should transition during recess. And I'm like, dude, he's just being silly, bro. Like he's making a point.
Dropped
Look, I
feces on his
think,
fellow Americans?
look, this is what I think. I think a lot of Republicans.
Take a listen.
That he's making, Sir Michael, that he wishes he could drop.
Look,
feces on
think,
his fellow
look,
Americans?
this is what I think. I think a lot of Republicans look at this, and I've texted with a lot of folks about it. They thought it was hilarious. They thought it was funny. Some of my Democratic friends thought it was a little over the top, but even they acknowledged to me, you know, I got to give it to Trump. He is good at sort of goading our side with some of these sort of satirical videos and other memes that he typically will post on social media. It makes him more relatable to the average person.
It's lovely. It's lovely and funny. They're just jealous because they're not funny, bro. Then they try hard, but they're not funny. They're not funny. They're not cute. They're not entertaining. They're none of the above, bro. And they're mad. They're hating.
You wouldn't typically see this from a president, but the average person looks at this, Jake, and they sort of laugh or they dislike it. But I don't think it's something to sort of set your hair on fire over.
Yeah, you see, the interesting thing about what Shermichael said, which I agree with, is nothing to lose sleep over. And as a matter of fact, if I knew I was going to get a president who would secure the border, crack down on crime, deal with foreign policy, meaning trying to bring peace to the world,
which none of what he just said and none of what Trump is doing is far right. This is he won the election because most people agree with this stuff. It's very actually center, to be honest. Secure the border. Okay, that's something the whole country wants. Stop people from illegally invading our country. Yeah, most people want that. Bring peace to the world. I mean, unless it's hard to figure out what the Dems want right now, because he brought peace and they're like, oh, why did he bring peace to Israel and Palestine? Holy cow, bro. None of this is far. What's up, Ragin? What's up, Ragin? Love your message. Love your stream. Love you, bro. Thank you.
Would start to address the issue with China.
Guys, is Jeff being a beta male?
Beta.
Come on, Jeff.
Beta male.
Come on, man.
Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Oh, dang, Elmo's on. Elmo, what's up, buddy? Elmo, we needed you, bro. We needed you, bro. Dude, Elmo, look at this on my screen, please. I'm making a shirt out of this, okay? You know this is my favorite moment in history. Okay, you know that. Elmo, come on, bro. We need you, dude. So I'm gonna make this shirt. This is gonna be the very first Medication Live shirt that I'm gonna put on sale. And of course, I'm going to give you guys, the OGs, a deal on it if you guys want the shirt. But what I want to do, bro, is do a saying, put something on it that is fun, catchy, provocative, poignant, sharp, something that, you know, speaks to the moment on that in that debate. You know how it was a divisive moment. And we thought of some, but we thought, dude, you know, who better than Elmo, bro, to help us with this? So let us know, bro, if you can come up with some good ones. We came up with a few, man. I don't know, Biden, he was trumped. Biden got trumped. Biden, he was trumped. These are okay. All right, so let me get my notes app out and make notes here, bro. So all right, bro. Emil, we're going to let you cook, man. We're going to let you cook. And you work on that, bro. You check it out. You let us know what you think. And we'll go from there, man. We'll figure it out. And we'll see what you can come up with. Hopefully you can think of something good. I have faith in Elmo, bro. All right, so there's that. We're going to put that to the side right there. Let me know if you need me to open it up again so you can get a better look. And then let's keep going.
Would bring electricity costs down, gas down, slow.
To the police departments. Donald Trump's response was to post an image of himself. Thankfully, AI generated, but we won't rule anything out at this hour, in an aircraft dumping feces across America and Americans.
It was the only debate, I think. I think it was the only. I don't think there was a second debate. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Even for him, it seemed like a new low. Any response to his reaction to the success of the No Kings protest?
Well, first off, I don't know what was worse, that video or him actually detonating a shell over the I-5. But just a quick recap, there was a ton of different GOP lies about No Kings, right? Democrats will end the shutdown post No Kings. That hasn't happened. Protesters are wildly violent. As you covered, that wasn't true. Protesters are paid. No, they're not. Soros checks are not coming in. I can tell you that much. And no one showed up. That was absolutely not true. We saw over 7 million people come out across the world. The only thing that Trump said or did this entire time that wasn't a lie was him shitting on everyday Americans. And he's been doing that since long before he gained political office.
It's not Donald Trump that has been crapping.
Weekend bingo bingo. It was one of the greatest videos of all time. And what's up, Dominique? What's up, guy? What's up, everybody? What a raging? Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I'll make note of it, bro. I'll make note of it. Shirt suggestions. All right.
On everyday
What's up, John?
Americans. In fact, if he's been crapping on anybody, it's been the deep state, the establishment, these career politicians that have made it their life's work to capitalize on their political.
We don't need the side angle of you looking at the camera and not looking at us.
Positions. That's why.
Love you though, Devori.
Congress continues to get paid, even
but still,
the government shut down.
What's up, Clay? Dude, I'm glad a bunch of you guys joined our Discord, man. Our Discord is super fun. It's super active. I like it a lot.
It's continuing.
A lot of good info and a lot of good sharing of ideas and learning about you guys, dude. That's fun. And you guys about me. That's really cool. Love it. Thank you guys for doing that.
To drag on. And even their own staffers are not getting paid, but they are. It's why people go into Congress and one day they're broke and another day they're worth $100 million. Yeah, I think Congress has truly been crapping on the American people, especially in a much bigger way than Donald Trump ever has and ever could, in my opinion. Okay, speaking of crapping on people, let's go to our next story. This is Bernie Sanders. He had some interviews today on The View on CBS Morning. If you guys watched our video earlier, you know the former White House press secretary humiliated herself on her book tour. I would throw Bernie Sanders in there as well. He humiliated himself because he was confronted multiple times about his hypocrisy regarding the government shutdown. Let's start with The View. Take a listen.
It's easier for the politicians in D.C. to go away from each other and say, we will win this way, while people are losing their paychecks. If Congress just said, we're not going to take our paychecks till we figure this out, that would be a noble step in the right direction, I would say.
That's not everybody can afford to do. You got some young people there with kids there.
Either can the people that aren't getting paid, though,
I think
and
that's
there's
a fair
holdout.
point. I think that's a fair point.
Yeah, of course it's a fair point, but what is Bernie Sanders going to do about it? Nothing. See, we have to face reality as Americans. There's this left versus right conversation. There's this woke versus common sense conversation. And then there's something called the federal government versus the American people. And that's what we're talking about right now. The federal government, historically Congress.
Oh, another thing I thought about for the shirt was more medication so that we can get the name, get the, show's name in there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Elmo comes up with. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what's up. Guys, thank you for subscribing. I'm seeing the number jump. Thank you, guys.
Congress does not operate in our best interest. They operate what's in the best interest of their donors and their pockets. And that's why I just said earlier, who's still getting paid right now, even though the government is shut down? Is it their staffers, their personal assistants, their other people who work on Capitol Hill who are in these support roles, security, etc.? No, none of them are getting paid, but the people of Congress are getting paid. So they are walking hypocrites at the highest level. And here's another example of him continuing to be confronted by all of this. Take a look.
Let's reopen the government first. He can't guarantee the outcome, but you'll get the vote. Why isn't that no good?
Well, I'll tell you why it's no good. Right now, as I think everybody knows, our current healthcare system is broken. It's dysfunctional. We spend twice as much per person as the people of any other country, 85 million uninsured. We don't have enough doctors.
He can't guarantee the outcome, but you'll get the vote.
Oh man, I'm muted again. So I was saying, Elmo, if you can, bro, we're trying to keep it to like 2 to 3 words, if possible, so it can like fit on the shirt nice and large.
Why isn't that no good?
Well, I'll tell you why it's no good. Right now, as I think everybody knows, our current healthcare system is broken. It's dysfunctional. We spend twice as much per person as the people of any other country, 85 million uninsured. We don't have enough doctors, nurses, dentists, et cetera. It's a broken system. What Trump did in his big, beautiful bill is to throw 15 million low-income and working-class people off the health care they currently have by massive cuts in Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. You know what studies show, guys? Let's talk about this. Studies show that when you throw 15 million low-income and working-class people off health care, 50,000 people a year will die unnecessarily. They don't have the money to go to a doctor. They have a chronic illness. They will die. And then on top of that, all over the country, in my state of Vermont, all over the country, people right now are receiving notices from their insurance companies. Their premiums are going to go up by 20%, by double.
So open the government and vote on it. Make the case.
Really? No. And let 50,000 people die if Trump vetoes the legislation, if the House doesn't deal with the legislation. You know what's going on right now in the House? The Speaker of the House, Mr. Johnson, has given his people a 5-week vacation. They're not even in Washington, D.C. Before I vote on a bill that will right now allow 50,000 people to die unnecessarily, I want it absolutely clear that that will not happen, period.
Yeah, see, this is what we would call hyperbole. According to Bernie Sanders and the Democrat Party, their new talking point is 50,000 people are going to die. And they're basically making that reach because obviously illegal aliens are going to lose funding regarding healthcare because we know.
What's up, Lex? What's up, Double D? What's up, Eric? What's up, guys?
No, the federal government should not be subsidizing their healthcare, should not be funding their healthcare. And Republicans have gotten a little stricter on who can stay on Medicaid, who can qualify for Medicaid. And I'm all for that. Getting healthcare is not a basic human right, in my opinion. Okay. Not in a capitalistic system. Okay. Now, if we don't want to live in a capitalistic system, then we would make healthcare universal. Okay.
Or do what Double D says, get them out so they don't need healthcare.
No question.
Let them get it from their country where they came from.
So I'm not buying his 50,000.
Guys, thank you for subscribing.
People are going to die. I mean, they're basically admitting, yeah, let's make the American people feel pain. Okay. Well, the people on CBS did not like that, so they followed up with this question. Take a listen.
Well, meantime, you could have the president is saying that the shutdown's a chance for Republicans to cut programs left and right that they don't like, that you like. So how long are you willing to let this ride for losses?
Look, I cannot allow, in good conscience, 50,000 people a year to die unnecessarily, and in my state and all over this country. Healthcare premiums. You think you're paying enough out there right now? Look at doubling premiums for 20 million people, sometimes tripling, quadrupling.
So you don't think you can win a vote?
How do we get out of this with both sides blaming the other? Still, nobody's talking.
Yeah, they're just pointing the finger.
I think that's what's so frustrating to the people.
Okay, so needless to say, that did not go very well for Bernie Sanders because, one, he admits out loud that they're okay with a government shutdown, even if it negatively impacts people, as long as they have the ability to argue about these ACA subsidies and they want to push back on the Medicaid that was stripped out of the One Big Beautiful Bill, which obviously was funding illegal aliens. And we've gone through how that exactly happens, even though they deny it. They want those two things before the government opens.
Matt Hammer and anybody else on Instagram, if you want to have more people to chat with and more activity, jump over to YouTube, man. We're all over here on YouTube with the live chat.
And so it's just a stunning admission that they want the American people to feel pain. It's really crazy. Now, next story, and this is more continuing to prove our point about the difference between a Democrat, particularly one who has Trump derangement syndrome, and someone who supports Trump. Doesn't matter the skin color. They can see how authentic he is and how his whole purpose in life is to make America great again. This raging liberal. Take a look at this.
My God.
Wait, what'd you say?
What'd you say? Black and MAGA. I can't be black and MAGA? Worse. I can't be black and MAGA. You can't sweat skin because there'll be a lot of blacks who are rolling with the Republicans. So I can't be black and MAGA. Oh, you can be black and MAGA. You're a fucking sellout. Oh. You're a sellout. How am I a sellout? You're a piece of shit. I can't have my own opinion.
Wow.
I can't have my own opinion. You are really... It's worse. You would expect that shit from me being white, but you hate yourself so much. Oh my! You have so much self-hate that it's sad. You'll come around.
You said shame on him?
Shame on him.
Okay, I wanted to show you guys that because it really makes it very clear what Black conservatives go through. Nobody's looking for sympathy, obviously, but I think sometimes it's good to see how raging liberals really behave, especially when they come across a black man who supports President Trump. It's the ultimate kryptonite, if you think about it. It's the ultimate trigger. I mean, besides arguing that there's only two genders, right? And wearing a MAGA hat, I think the next triggering thing for them is seeing a black conservative. Now, just so you guys understand my own firsthand experience here, there's part of the black community that obviously looks down on black men who think for themselves. That's
Pieface says, drunk guy talking shit about your point. No, it's not the fact that he's drunk. It's the fact that he's saying what people on the left are thinking, but they're not saying it. Some of them say some things, but they don't clearly say it like he did. And that's what they're thinking.
Number one. Then there are raging liberals that you saw in the video who literally spew the same talking points and say that they're not about hate, that they're about love, but they're spewing hate. And they think because I support Trump, I'm hateful. And that's what's lost on this country is that just because I voted for Trump and you voted for Kamala Harris, that doesn't make us evil individuals. It just means we have a difference of opinion and who we would want to see president. Obviously, that's intellect, and it's something they continue to lack. Okay, more of this.
Really? Why do you feel the need to lecture him as a black man? I mean, you're telling him.
Right. You fucking hate your own skin color. How? Do you think that Trump people like you? A lot of them. Oh, they hate you. They're using you. You are simply you.
The Democrat Party has been using people of color, minorities, and different genders and all this kind of stuff themselves. They've been using and abusing them, and they've been exposed for it. And that's why in Trump, in this last election, you had the biggest shift from the left to the right of people of color, minorities, women, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
You exist. People like you are using white privilege to try to lecture a black man. Is that what's going on right now? Oh, is that what's going on? I use my white privilege to lecture a black man. I use my white privilege to help other people. But lecturing a black man, that's a different opinion, right? That's a different opinion, right? So lecture.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest misconceptions of being a black conservative is that people who disagree with you just assume that you're only that way because you're seeking approval. I would argue it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't seek approval is because of my conservative values. You wouldn't seek approval from the outside world. The only approval I need is from God and Jesus Christ. That's where I get my acceptance from. not from what the government is doing, not from what some raging liberal said, not even what family members choose to think about me.
Eric says, Medi now. Oh, by the way, random. Let me know if you guys. Let me know if someone's out of line and we got to kick anyone or whatever we got to do. What's up, Aquariums? Eric says, Medi, now that the No Kings fiasco is over, do you think that the Senate will pass the CR to open government again this week? I don't know, man. The Dems are the ones that are not signing off, and I feel like they're getting humiliated, even by their own side, even by their own media is calling them out now. And I don't think they have something in place that will help them save face properly. So I think it's going to continue to go on a little longer, dude, until they come up with a plan. They can angle it in some way where, they can, they think maybe they come out winners. I don't think they have that right now. They need to create a situation that makes them somehow the good people for doing something like that. Like they're virtuous somehow. It's going to be more virtue signaling.
That's not my problem. I can't control what other people think. So it's one of the biggest misconceptions. Like we're seeking approval and they're not going to accept.
W bar, bro. Thank you.
Accept you. Listen, nobody's going to accept you. Nobody cares about you. That's the harsh reality about life. Nobody cares about anybody, okay? They're focused on themselves 99% of the time. And the only people who truly care about you are the people you know that love you, right? And they demonstrate that through results. So,
all right, let's go to this one here. This is an interesting clip. Aquarium sent this one over on our Discord. So let's see what he has to say. Let's see. This is India, guys. Have you seen
All
this?
that we can say is that the BJP government has acted.
We met Dr. Subramanian Swamy, a top leader of the ruling BJP party.
Guys, this is India tripping out on Muslims, bro. Check this out.
At his home in New Delhi.
On this issue, the country is with us. Most people like our hardline approach to solving pending problems.
I mean, the UN has called this bill fundamentally discriminatory in nature, surely by leaving out Muslims and including every other religion in this bill.
No, but in this act,
this is rolling back India's secular.
Thank you, Wake Up.
Democratic core.
The act cannot be faulted for.
Salmon says the Democrats are ridiculous. Open the government, Democrats.
Right. This was a commitment we had made over several years, over several governments. We have completed the job.
Random says Hindus have a good reason not to like Muslims. They have a bit of history. I don't know about that history. I'm curious.
We know where the Muslim population is large, there's always trouble because Islamic ideology says so.
I mean, there's 200 million Muslims living in India. That's the second largest Muslim population in the world. And you're saying that wherever Muslims live, there's
if Muslims become more than 30%, that country is in danger.
That sounds like hatred. That sounds like language of hatred.
It's easy to say hatred. I'm being kind to them by not letting them come to India.
Article 14 of the Indian...
Like the prime minister or whatever he is in Poland said, you can call us hater, you can call us, what did he call us? You can call us far right, you can call us, what's the word, whatever the word she just said, racist, or you can call us Islamophobe. I care about my country and my family.
The Indian Constitution guarantees the right to equality, as you know, for all persons living in India.
I can tell you that's a misinterpretation of Article 14. Article 14 guarantees equality of equals. I'll give you an example.
Are all people not equal?
All people are not equal.
Muslims do not deserve equal rights to apply for citizenship.
There's no such thing as equal rights. They're not in an equal category.
So there you have it, bro. It's a problem. And if you guys, do you guys know what Speaker's Corner is in England? It's a park. It's a place they can go and talk about stuff with freedom of speech, usually religion.
That with Christianity comes peace. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what about the Crusades? The question was,
And if you interrupt the answer, you'll find that you don't get to ask another question. The question was, am I saying that with Christianity comes peace? No, I'm not. I'm saying with Christ comes peace. But then the question was, what about the Crusades? So let me answer that directly.
Answer it.
The Crusades were launched after 7 centuries of constant Islamic aggression. Before the very first crusade was launched in 1095, Muslims had invaded the following Christian lands. They had invaded Christian Syria, Christian Jordan, Christian Palestine, Christian Egypt, Christian Algeria, Christian Libya, Christian Morocco, Christian Portugal, Christian Spain, Christian France, Christian Sicily, Christian Turkey, Christian Armenia, Christian Italy, all before the first crusade. The Crusades
They also invaded Persians and forced them to become Muslim, or they would kill them.
are a legitimate response to Islamic aggression and Islamic violence. I don't need to hear any lectures about the Crusades from people who support Islamic colonialism, Islamic imperialism, Islamic dominion, and Arabization. Any other questions about any aspect?
Is someone just asked why? A random said, why is he yelling? Because in Speaker's Corner, there's usually a large crowd, and he has to yell across the crowd, and that's kind of how it is. This guy is pretty famous because he goes to that area, and he gives these he goes to Speaker's Corner, and he gives these speeches, and he's very, very knowledgeable. He knows the history. He knows what he's talking about, and he can throw down with the best of them.
Of Christian history, Christian belief, Christian values, traditions. This is your opportunity. Any questions? Gone.
So you spoke about the Crusades.
You can kind of see the crowd here on the right a little bit, but there's big crowds, and they're usually talking, so he speaks loud.
Yep.
Is it the same situation with the slave trade? Because they use Christianity to convert Africans and then bring them along in ships to the Americas.
Okay.
What did Islam have to do with that?
So he asked the question,
Yep.
what does Islam have to do with the slave trade?
Okay. No. Wait.
Yeah, I'm going to address your full question. I'm going to address your full question. Let's be clear. Before the European slave trade of the 1600s, 1700s, and 1800s that happened in West Africa, the Islamic slave trade had existed in the Muslim world for nearly 14 centuries prior. For nearly, ladies and gentlemen, for nearly 11 centuries, Muslims had taken slaves across Africa, across Europe, and had taken them into the Muslim world.
Wow.
And all through the time that Europeans practiced slavery, for the full 300 years of the European slave trade, Muslims continued to practice their own slave trade. They continued to kidnap people from Europe. They continued to kidnap people from Indonesia, people from India.
What's up, Victoria? What's up, everybody? Just seeing you guys in chat and on the subscriptions right up here. Thank you, guys. Thank you for subscribing. I'm seeing that number jump, dude. Thank you so much. Random, let me know if you want to call in. If anybody wants to call in, let me know. We can make that happen. I know Random. I don't need to vet him, but someone, if it's someone I don't know, let us know so we could talk to you. And Random, if you feel like calling in, bro, let me know.
People from Afghanistan, people from Africa and take them into the Islamic slave market to trade them as slaves.
Hello, Yikats, Leok, and NC, and Sean Williams. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
They did this because Muhammad was a slave trader who bought slaves and sold slaves. Christians, however, have ended the slave trade multiple times at different parts of history, at different geographies around the world for the last 2,000 years. The most recent example was when William Wilberforce and the anti-slave traders convinced the British Empire, using Christian arguments, to end the British slave trade. The British Royal Navy then sacrificed blood and resources.
Guys, I have live also right after this is almost done. It's got like a minute left on it. I have also Japan live. They're about to elect their first female prime minister, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is like on the right. So that's very interesting because now we have countries that have female leaders that are on the right. I think starting with, or maybe not starting, but that I can recall, Italy has a woman that's white. That's definitely right-leaning.
Resources to end the slave trade around the world, including inside the Islamic world. Ladies and gentlemen. Now notice, the Muslim that asked the question didn't even bother to listen to the answer, because that's how they do it. They're not interested in what you've got to say. All that they want to do is try and make a polemical point, and then they're not interested in anything you have to say afterwards.
I like what he said, polemical. What does polemical mean? Polemical? Expressing or considering a strong critical attack on or controversial opinion about someone or something. I like polemical. I like that word, polemical, because that's what the left does, and that's what they do every time I go ask them questions on when I'm live streaming in the streets. Guys, you remember that? They're doing polemical attacks, right? Polemical. Guys, they're literally, this is live in Japan right now. They're about to elect definitely poll. Here we go.
投票総数465、本投票の過半数は233であります。得票数を事務総長から報告させます。
Random, I was thinking the same thing, bro. The chairs, the wood behind the chairs, all the materials. You know, these guys, they love art and they're masters at anything they do. They're masters of it, bro. You know that stuff is done by some amazing artists, bro. You know it. Come on, bro. You know that.
高市早苗君237。 野田義彦君149、玉木雄一郎君28、斉藤哲夫君24、山本太郎君9、田村智子君8、吉良修司君3、神谷宗平君3、川村隆君2、松原仁君。
I think he's reading off the votes, who voted for and against her or whatnot.
百田直樹君1。
Ichi, I think, means yes. Like, 4.
右の結果、高市早苗君を 衆議院規則第18条第2項により、本院において、
Yeah, Ichi means one. You're right. Ichi-san-chi, right? That's right, bro.
内閣総理大臣に指名することに決まりました。
Dang, bro. Here we go. Japan's going to get that W, bro. Here she is. There she is. Oh, no, it's blocked by some.
暫時休憩いたします。
Takashimasu. There she is. Omega Rasetsu speaks Japanese and says she got 9 votes, which is the most ever. Yeah, baby. There we go. Here we go. Damn, bro. Let's see. What do we do? What do we got? Ragin, you're in Japan right now? Oh, dude. What was that, bro? What are these guys doing? I love this, bro. I love this guy. He's just screaming.
総務委員長ほか7常任委員長の選挙を行います。議長。
Damn.
鈴木隼人君。各常任委員長の選挙はその手続きを省略して議長において指名されることを望みます。
Oh my God, bro. I think I'm falling in love with the Japanese parliament right now, guys. What are they doing? They're just singing out loud. I love this.
鈴木隼人君の動議にご異議ありませんか。ご異議なしと認めます。よって動議の通り決まりました。議長は各常任委員長を指名いたし
ます。Dude, holy cow, this is so cool. I'm loving this, dude. W Japan, W Ragin, and someone just said that Eric says PBS, Eric in the chat says PBS called her ultra conservative. That is music to our ears. Yeah.
総務委員長佐藤秀道君、法務委員長品武志君、環境委員長泉健太君、安全保障委員長前原誠司君、国家基本政策委員長小川淳也君。
Ragin, that's awesome to hear. Ragin says they're turning around politically with new prime minister, and I love it. I can't help but think that maybe Trump has something to do with it. The election, electing Trump again, and all this kind of stuff, bro. Dude, this is on. We are doing it, baby. They are doing it, baby. We got Italy is got a conservative female leader. Now we got Japan. Who's next in the pipeline, bro? I love this. Dude, what a coalition we got right now, bro. USA, Italy, Japan. Damn, bro. Let's go, baby. Is it normal for them to sing? Can you tell us, bro? Ragin, is it normal for them to sing like that? Because if they do, I'm going to have to start playing this almost every day, bro, because it's badass.
近藤志村岡俊秀君、懲罰委員長手塚義雄君。
Whenever I get a chance to buy something that's made in Japan as opposed to China, I always do that. This is a Casio that is made in Japan. All the other versions of this watch that everyone knows and everyone wears and everyone sees is made in other parts of the world. This specific one is made in Japan, and you pay $300 for that. And it says it right here somewhere. There it is, right there. Made in Japan. Whoa. Made in Japan. You see that right there? And right in the smack in the middle under shock resistant. Every time I can, I get it made in Japan. This camera, a lot of Sony cameras are not made in Japan. This camera right here, let me just show you guys, because we're just geeking out a little bit here. This camera right here is actually made in Japan. This is what I wear around my neck every day. This is also, maybe Raging can tell you about this. Even this thing, this strap is specially, I just had it imported from Japan. Look at this. Right here. Can you guys see this? Look at that. Artists and artisans made in Japan. You see that? This camera right here is a Sony RX1R3. You see this RX1? RX1R3. Typical Sony cameras are not made in Japan. Sony makes only very specific ones in Japan. This is one of them. This thing is $66,000, bro. I'm not trying to show off what I spent, but I mean, it's just one of the, you pay to play to get made in Japan. Can you guys see that right there? Made in Japan. I have a love for artists and people that love doing what they do, and I love the quality, and I love the workmanship, and I love the hard work they put into it. Dude, W Raging, bro. W Raging. But you guys that are talking about, Sony, Japanese, gotta be made in Japan. No, most of their products are not made in Japan. Most of these cameras, even the camera that I'm using, that's a badass camera, is not made in Japan. This is made in Japan. And it's a very specific camera. It looks like a point and shoot, but it's an insane. What you're looking at right here has the guts of a big, huge camera that is like wedding photographer quality camera into a little tiny camera. And that's, you pay the premium for that. So just a little geek out session for you guys. And my love for Japan and art and artists. Wow. Okay, sorry. I got carried away there. Holy cow, man. These guys, I love it. I need to go to Japan, guys. Wow. Too bad. Yes. Victoria says sake bombs. Too bad I stopped drinking when Charlie Kirk died. I stopped drinking. Not that I had a drinking problem, but I just did. Yep. Somebody says with the camera run. I don't know what you mean, but yeah. Yep. Hell yeah. Love Japan. Love the products. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. That was good. That was really good, guys. Holy cow. Holy smokes, guys.
It seems
I almost broke a sweat there. I was so excited. Jesus. How much it cost? The camera itself is $5,100 plus tax and accessories. and stuff. I'm in it around $6,500 with everything that I've done to this camera, and I just got this a couple months ago. It just came out. It's called this is an RX1 R3. If you want to look it up, you can see it right here. It's an RX1 R3 version 3. It just came out, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful camera. Oh, sorry, I can't see it there. It's a beautiful camera. Like I told you, it has the guts of a big professional camera, and somehow these guys, these designers in Japan, they smashed a big, huge camera with the massive sensor and all that stuff into a little tiny little thing that big. And for them to do that, you got to pay to play. And man, it's a unique. They don't make cameras like that, so I had to do it. And plus, I like to take pictures. I'll show you guys photography too one day. If you want to see it really quick, I'm going to show you, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to go like this. Look at this. You want to see a couple pictures? I'll show you. I won't show you a lot. This is my website, and if you scroll down, you see my hats that I sell. These are my medication hats. But down here, these are my photos I've taken. So if you look right here, this is a photo. These are all photos that I've taken. That's one of them with this camera. Right here. That's a sunrise. And then look at this. This is a lovely picture that I took here. I love this one. This is wonderful. Look at this sunrise right here, guys. Just look at this sunrise that I got with this camera, guys. Please look at that sunrise. Tell me that's not like out of like looks like some kind of graphic like CGI. Tell me that doesn't look like CGI, dude. Tell me this photo doesn't look like CGI, bro. That's a sunrise in Southern California. That is a legit sunrise. And then this right here is an October moon. And then this is just a beautiful California. Anyway, guys, that's me geeking out. Okay. I had to do that for you because I'm sweating right now, dude, how excited I am. But I geek like that. I'm crazy like that, bro. You know what I mean? That's how we roll, dude. It's all good. Here, let's go to Gutfeld. Let's get back on track, guys. ADD. It's not ADD. We're back on track. Here we go.
It seems blacks hate being shot at almost as much as white liberals hate Trump hats. So on one hand, you have citizens who want safe streets, and on the other, those who want an end to monarchy.
Ragin says, man loves his cameras. I've been obsessed with cameras since I was like 7 years old, bro. Been taking pictures since I was a little nothing.
One problem is real, the other imaginary. Like Jesse's back hair and Jesse's... It seems blacks hate being shot at almost as much as white liberals hate Trump hats. So on one hand, you have citizens who want safe streets, and on the other, those who want an end to monarchy. One problem is real, the other imaginary. Like Jesse's back hair and Jesse's head hair. It makes you wonder how easy your life must be that you get to march against something that is quite literally living inside your head. These people are lucky. They don't have serious problems, and they have lots of free time. They don't golf, and their families hate them. Like this fella, George Conway.
Hey, Donald J., how many kids did you start today? Hey, Donald J., how many kids did you start today? Hey, okay, that's it.
Pathetic. Did someone call an elephant gynecologist? Because I think we found a huge douche. Thank you. For all you 10-year-olds out there. Of course, Trump had to respond with a meme of him pooping from above. Altogether, we don't deserve him. Now, that pissed off the media, who found its absurdity disgusting. But if these people were any more humorless, they'd be Seth Meyers' writing staff. Absurdity was the whole point. That something as absurd as protesting kings in a country without kings doesn't merit anything more than a meme with poop landing on protesters.
Pie face, not America. The protesters, the no kings. Wake up, bro. Come on, man. Don't be a beta.
Beta.
The only thing that
beta male. Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Could have made that meme funnier is if they had Pritzker looking up with his mouth open. You can call it dumb, but what deserves dumb? An imaginary solution to an imaginary problem, like Sydney Sweeney wanting to get breast implants.
I like that. An imaginary solution to an imaginary problem.
I told her no. So why are they pushing this made-up fear of a king? Could it be that they believe it? And if so, why? Maybe they're unfamiliar with real solutions. For years, they think having a conversation is a solution for crime or the border.
The Great White Hope.
Beta! Beta!
All they do is talk and talk. It's like watching an action movie with your wife. But Dems never actually do anything. So when Trump comes in and gets stuff done, it comes as a shock. They think it's an autocracy because they aren't used to a president doing the job. You mean you can deport illegals and arrest criminals? Since when? Of course, they give reasons for the king delusion. Trump's taking away our rights. He's authoritarian. But these are concepts and impossible to score. Is there a statistic on how much authoritarianism we're experiencing? I'm sure CNN is working on that now that the climate stats are toast. But the Dems exist in a fake world of trans bathrooms and sanctuary cities, conceptual fantasies where solutions are terrible concepts too. But as Trump shows, you can actually fix things. And regular Democrats must wonder, why didn't our leaders think of this? Republicans focus on crime, drugs, immigration, because you can score them. And the only issues you can score are the real ones. If you can't measure it, then it's not real. It's just a concept, like children's soccer. If there's no scoring, it's just pointless exercise. Let's welcome.
Holy cow, guys. Oh my goodness. What is this here? Millions gather to express total ignorance about political system. That's pretty accurate. Oh, dude. Did you guys catch my post?
I will bring it back.
Did you guys get my post for the No Kings? Did you guys get that? Boom, bro, right there. That's your boy. Yeah.
Now, yesterday, the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called out Democrats for their unwavering allegiance. Now, yesterday, the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called out Democrats for their unwavering allegiance to this new radical wing of the Democratic Party. Take a look.
The Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to, not the Trump administration and not the White House and not the Republican Party, who is standing up for law-abiding Americans, not just across the country, but around the world.
Now, these comments prompted this unhinged meltdown from the House Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffries. Take a look.
We got Caroline Leavitt, who's sick. She's out of control. And I'm not sure whether she's just demented, ignorant, a stone cold liar, or all of the above. But the notion that an official White House spokesperson would say that the Democratic Party consists of terrorists, violent criminals, and undocumented immigrants, this makes no sense. That this is what the American people are getting from the Trump administration in the middle of a shutdown.
All right, time now for our White House press briefing with White House Press
What did he
Secretary
just say?
Caroline Leavitt.
Oh, he's got Caroline Leavitt going to respond. I love this. Hell yeah, bro. Let's see. What did he say again? Did he say something stupid?
Who's sick, she's out of control. And I'm not sure whether she's just demented, ignorant, a stone cold liar, or all of the above.
So now you're just doing attacks ad hominem.
But the notion that an official White House spokesperson would say that the Democratic Party consists of terrorists, violent criminals, and undocumented immigrants, this makes no sense.
Do you need people to explain that to you, bro? It makes perfect sense. That's who you're defending this whole time. The entire whole fight is for those people and transgenders and men in women's locker rooms and men in women's sports. That's all it is. None of it makes any sense. You're right. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. And they haven't changed anything since the election they lost. What's up, Liudmila? What's up, Michael? What's up, Lynette? What's up, I Choose Life? Eric says, Medi, what are your thoughts on the Navy Admiral resigning or planning retirement 2 years early? The left is creating narrative. It is because of the sub bombing. I don't know anything about that. But I do know that the Democrats have not changed their tune ever since the election. They lost by a landslide, that they lost horribly, where they just tried to slam presidential candidates and nominees on you that were horrible for you. They knew Biden was jacked up, and they still tried to throw him on top of you and say, "Here's your president." They knew that they knew that Kamala was a nightmare disaster. Couldn't even speak in public. Couldn't even explain to you what she stood for. And now you're confused. What the hell's going on? You haven't changed a single thing about what you're doing, bro. Just like your boyfriend, Jimmy Kimmel, that's going online, going on TV, doing the same thing every single night, bashing Trump, while his ratings are in the shitter, losing millions of dollars, not changing a damn thing about what he's doing, expecting some different results. What are you guys doing? What are you smoking? What do you think's gonna happen, bro? What do you think's gonna happen? I don't know what they're doing. I swear, I was a Democrat not long ago, and I watch this. I go, dude, at what point does the ship turn around and go, dude, this is not going in the right direction, bro? It's not going. It's not working. We're about to hit a big rock. You did hit the rock. Get off the boat. Build a new boat. It's time to build a new boat, bro. Holy smokes. Save what you can. Get on the little, pieces of wood and the life rafts. Jump on the little boats and make it somewhere and build a new boat. What are you trying to do? Slam the same stuff. Illegals, violent criminals, transgenders. Dude.
That this is what the American people are getting from the Trump administration in the middle of a shutdown.
All right, time now for our White House press briefing.
And now you think shutting down the government and holding Americans' pay hostage is going to fix your problem? Bro, it's worse than the blind leading the blind. What's up, Renee? Good morning. It's worse than the it's the dumb leading. It's the idiots leading the idiots. It's the retards leading the retards. And they're like, let's just shut the government down. I'll do it. Bro.
With White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. I just have a funny feeling you might want to respond to all of this.
Damn, this tea really worked. Hey, Miss Medication, thank you for the tea. That was good. It got me going.
I sure would, Sean, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to do so. Look, Hakeem Jeffries is simply lashing out because he knows that I am telling the truth about the modern-day Democrat Party. What I said, and it is a fact, is that the Democrat Party caters more to pro-Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. And let me walk Hakeem through the facts of that statement. When it comes to pro-Hamas terrorists, it was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus that voted against a resolution condemning the October 7th attack on Israel. It was Hakeem Jeffries' Democrat caucus that supported and encouraged the pro-Hamas protests that ravaged college campuses and engaged in illegal harassment of Jewish students across the United States.
Sorry, I didn't hear a word she said. Because we just have a picture of Carolyn that we always have on the show. It's our palate cleanser. Just when we need to like kind of switch gears, we throw Carolyn Leavitt just to kind of see what's up. You know what I mean? Just to kind of clean up the, you know, like that. You know how when you're trying to buy perfume or cologne, they give you a little couple of coffee beans or something in there, and and that cleanses your palate. This is a palate cleanser, guys. This is Carolyn. This is Caitlin. She's CNN, so some of you guys might not like that, but it is what it is. And this is Margaret. Mary Margaret Olohan. Very wonderful. And Carolyn, let's go back because we didn't hear what she said. We need to hear what she said.
Of that statement. When it comes to pro-Hamas terrorists, it was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus that voted against
House Democrat what?
Democrat caucus. House Democrat caucus. Hakeem
What?
through the facts of that. Let me walk Hakeem through the facts of that statement. When it comes to pro-Hamas terrorists, it was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus that voted against a resolution condemning the October 7th attack on Israel. It was Hakeem Jeffries' Democrat caucus that House Democrat caucus terrorists. It was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus that voted against a resolution condemning the October 7th attack.
It didn't come in clear. I gotta
on Israel.
I was like trying to.
Was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus that voted against a resolution condemning the October 7th attack on Israel. It was Hakeem Jeffries' Democrat caucus that supported and encouraged the pro-Hamas protests that ravaged college campuses and engaged in illegal harassment of Jewish students across the United States. Let me walk Hakeem through the facts of that statement. When it comes to pro-Hamas terrorists, it was Hakeem's House Democrat caucus.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. What the? That's amazing.
Caucus that voted against a resolution condemning the October 7th attack on Israel. It was Hakeem Jeffries' Democrat caucus that supported and encouraged the pro-Hamas protests that ravaged college campuses and engaged in illegal harassment of Jewish students across the United States of America under Joe Biden's administration. When it comes to illegal aliens, the American people know the truth about that. The Democrats allowed them to flood our country. Why? Because they view that constituency as their future voters. And when it comes to violent criminals, look at what the Democrats support in terms of crime. Soft on crime policies like cashless bail, like letting violent criminals out back into the streets so they can recommit violent offenses against law-abiding American citizens. The Democrat Party puts Americans last. That's why they overwhelmingly lost the election to President Trump and the Republican Party. And that's why they're holding this country hostage right now from law-abiding, tax-paying American citizens who want the government to be open. So Hakeem Jeffries should stop calling me names. He should stop trying to fight my boss, President Trump, and he should go back to doing what he was elected to do, the business of the American people in Congress, and encourage Senate Democrats to open the government. And I see Hakeem Jeffries saying House Republicans are out. They're not even here. Yeah, because they did their jobs and they passed a clean continuing resolution at the behest of President Trump to keep the government open. And now Senate Democrats and Chuck Schumer are blocking that to fight Donald Trump, and it's despicable.
She's honestly hotter behind the podium, talking to all those, the press, the whole press, giving her press speeches. The way she responds to them, I think is even hotter than this picture, to be honest. It's even hotter. This picture's great. It was the best I could find. But she's even hotter behind the podium, just handling those reporters. Oh my God, it's so good. She's so amazing doing that.
I want to set the record straight here because he lied in what he's saying, and Democrats have been lying about this as well. And I watched you one day at the podium, and you laid out the facts. They are demanding $1.5 trillion in new spending to keep the government open for 7 weeks. Wow, that's a lot of money. Included in that money, $200 billion, health care for illegals, the continuation of COVID subsidies for people well above the poverty level. That was meant to be temporary in the first place. They want to fund NPR, PBS, all these DEI, initiatives around the world. Or they're not going to open the government. They're not going to let our military get paid. They're not going to let Homeland Security officials that are working get paid. That's where we are. And meanwhile, Republicans will fund the government at current levels while they negotiate new budgets. Because they're just flat out lying. Oh, we're not funding illegal immigrants. Yes, they are.
They are. Their continuing resolution that they proposed to keep the government open included a poison pill that would have undone what President
Pieface, Ragin is right. I was right in the beginning. Pieface is a major beta, bro.
Beta.
Pieface, Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman. Satan is your daddy, woman.
Come on now, you know that. Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Come on, Pieface. Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill did, which is to restrict illegal aliens from receiving Medicaid benefits. President Trump fixed that in the One Big Beautiful Bill, and Democrats want to take it away because they want these taxpayer-funded benefits to continue to go to illegal aliens in our country. This has been done for the past 4 years under the Biden administration, and the American people roundly rejected it. And you hear
Lex, thank you for reminding me. Come on, Pieface.
So you're gay? I didn't know you were gay. What the? How did you become gay? How did you become gay?
AOC, who is apparently the new leader of the Democrat Party in that CNN town hall, say to a concerned American when that American asked, "Do you want my taxpayer-funded benefits going to illegals?" She said that's a Republican talking point. Those aren't the real issues Americans are facing. That is a lie. If you look at what happened under the Biden administration.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That is a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
If you look at what happened under the Biden administration, real Americans, elderly citizens, were facing an increase in wait times at hospitals and emergency care centers across the country because they were putting last in line, and illegal aliens were getting that care and that treatment first. And when illegal aliens get medical treatment in this country, who's paying for it? The American taxpayer. Well, not anymore under the Trump administration. That's why this administration is focused on deporting illegal aliens who violate our nation's laws, and we're going to protect the rights and the benefits of tax-paying, law-abiding American citizens.
Look at her go, bro. She don't need a teleprompter. She don't need nothing. She's ready to go. She knows it all. I mean, she knows what's up. She doesn't need nothing, bro. With the press asking her random questions, she just boom, 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 boom. I love it, bro. That's very hot, to be honest. Random, did you get any specific points that you feel like talking about, bro? Do you feel like letting people see what your voice sounds like? If you guys want to call in, let me know. I'm down to take a caller.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about world peace. The president has invested a lot of time, political resources, energy into world peace. Congo, Rwanda, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Israel, Iraq, and I can go India, Pakistan, I can go on and on. We had this historic deal with the hostages were finally.
Random, do you want to just come shoot the shit for a couple seconds and just for the hell of it?
Released, which was great. Now we see Hamas radicals that are indicating they don't want peace. They're killing innocent Palestinians. The president has said if you keep it up and you don't keep the terms of the agreement, you will be obliterated. Zelensky was at the White House today, and that on the heels of a phone call with Vladimir Putin and an appointment apparently to meet once again. I think probably the word tomahawks might have gotten Putin's attention. Can you give us an update on both of those situations?
Sure. Well, first of all, Sean, I want your audience to know how hard President Trump is working in the pursuit of peace, not just here in our own country, on the homeland, in the domestic front, but around the world. The president started the week flying to Israel and Egypt, came back within 36 hours to honor Charlie Kirk at the Medal of Freedom ceremony in the White House. And then the next day, he spends 3 hours on the phone with President Putin trying to bring this war to an end. The following day, today, we had President Zelensky at the White House, and the president had a 3-hour-long meeting with him in the cabinet room. And in both of these conversations with both Putin and Zelensky, they were cordial, but very frank. And the president of the United States has said to both sides of this war, this has been going on for far too long. Far too many innocent people have been killed. And the United States of America is growing very weary and tired of this war. Enough is enough. Both sides need to recognize the reality on the ground right now and come to a peace agreement, because President Trump's patience and the patience of the American people is growing very thin with this war. And so he was very frank and direct, but President Trump will never give up. And you saw that come to a resolution with the peace deal in Israel and in Gaza with the beautiful release of the hostages. That was another promise made and promise kept by President Trump. And it cannot be overstated how hard the president and his incredible national security team, Special Envoy Witkoff, Vice President Vance, Secretary of State Rubio, Secretary Hegseth, our Chief of Staff, Susie Wild, there's so many behind the scenes as well, who have worked so hard, but especially the president, who literally does not sleep and works around the clock in the pursuit of peace. And he will continue to do that with respect to Russia and Ukraine.
I aspire to work as hard as President Trump does at his age,
just like he has with Israel and Gaza. And he truly believes that there can be.
He is the great white hope.
The great white hope.
A real chance for an everlasting peace in the Middle East. And you saw Arab leaders and European leaders from around the world.
W Victoria!
World gathering in Egypt with the president and thanking him for this historic accomplishment. It's a new dawn in the Middle East, and we hope that can be true as well with Russia and Ukraine. And the president is working very hard on that.
We could all hope for that. I mean, what a noble goal. You mentioned patience, and I'm thinking, I don't know how you have the patience to deal with the state-run legacy media mob every day. I would not be able to keep my cool. You're very good at it. I think that makes it
incredibly good at it, bro.
Caroline, we appreciate your time. Thank you for being with us.
She is
Sean
so
Hannity
good
here.
at it, bro.
Click here to subscribe.
So good at it, man.
Another world leader just stepped foot into the White House. The Australian.
Even things the ambassador said about you in the past, the Australian ambassador?
I don't know anything about him.
You remember this, guys, from this morning? Listen to this, dude. Listen to this. What's up, Deborah?
And if he said bad, then maybe he'll like to apologize.
Deborah, I'm from California. I'm in Southern California.
Guys, I really don't know.
So they're telling Trump, did you hear about what the ambassador from Australia said to you? He goes, no, I don't really know. Did he say something bad? They said, yeah, he said something bad. And he happens to be sitting across the table from him. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Go.
With this administration with the stance on Palestine, climate change, or even things the ambassador said about you in the past, the Australian ambassador?
I don't know anything about him. I mean, if he said bad, then maybe he'll like to apologize. I really don't know. Did an ambassador say something bad about him? Don't tell me. I don't. Where is he? Is he still working for you?
Yeah.
You said bad?
Before I took this position, Mr. President.
I don't like you either. I don't, and I probably never will.
Once they got that out of the way, back to business. Trump cut.
And that probably says, I don't like it. I probably never will. Oh, man. Pie face. Come on now, dude.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman. You're a
slut. You're a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
Cut an $8 billion rare earth deal down under. That means bye-bye, China.
In about a year from now, we'll have so. They are a drug manufacturing machine.
No bueno. Now Trump's hitting them where it hurts.
They are a drug manufacturing machine, Colombia, and we're not going to be part of it. So we're going to drop all money that we're giving to them. And you look at the fields are loaded up with drugs, and they refine the drugs, and they make tremendous amounts of cocaine, and they send it all over the world, and they destroy families.
Colombia is talking tough for now. Soon they'll be like Venezuela, shaken like a dog. Maduro's
pie face. You are a Trump hater, and you are a beta male.
You are a Trump hater, and you are a beta male.
Panicking about a gringo invasion.
Including you, I'll say, well, Imam Suhail is not going away anytime soon. I have with me Imam Suhail Hassan Mullah. He is a well-known imam in the Los Angeles area. Thank you so much for coming in.
Here we go.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, how come it's not playing on your screen? Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys.
To Muslims, including you, do you?
Dude, he's got, this is this is 11 days ago. This is recent. He's got a Muslim in there, bro. Look at him. Let's look at this guy.
Suhail Hassan Mullah. He is a well-known imam in the Los Angeles area. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Do Muslims, including you, do you love Christians and Jews?
Absolutely.
Do you see Christians and Jews as infidels?
No, not necessarily. We don't use that word
Who is this? Someone said IRL. What are you asking? I know. What is in real life? What's the question?
Conversation.
Christians and Jews as infidels?
No, not necessarily. We don't use that word.
Not necessarily. Gus, bro. Gus Mortis. He says, no, not necessarily. Oh, sorry, Rottinghead. I thought you were talking to me. Sorry, my bad.
Do you see Christians and Jews as infidels?
No, not necessarily.
Dog, what is he saying? I think I just found a new reel I'm going to make, bro. Holy cow. What is it? Do you see them as infidels? What do I say here? Nah, not necessarily. What are you saying, bro?
You love Christians and Jews?
Absolutely.
Do you see Christians and Jews as infidels?
No, not necessarily. We don't use that word in conversation as such or anything like that. We don't pass judgment on people just walking down the street either. But if you were...
That's not what he asked, sir.
To ask me on a theological level.
Deborah, what do you know about SFVOG?
What do I think of Christians and Jews? I don't have a preset notion. But if you're to ask me if somebody else believes that somebody else shares in the divinity of God, I would say that that person is putting
is ascribing something that only belongs to God to someone else, and therefore they're not following the true, truly what God is about and what He wants from us.
Is he related to Kamala Harris? Because that was a whole word salad and sounded nothing like what he asked, an answer to what he asked.
So let me go back to that because I'm not clear on the answer. Sure. Do you and other Muslims see Christians and Jews as infidels?
No. So
we're not infidels?
We don't use that terminology.
But I'm saying,
oh my God, bro, is this really happening? The interview just, bro, is this real? This guy is crazy. The guy is crazy, bro. What?
You might not go around just saying it.
Yeah.
But are we?
Nor do we go around even thinking that.
But are you taught that we are infidels?
The Quran teaches us the scripture that is we believe to be verbatim the word of God, that those that ascribe partners to God, in other words, people that say that you have God, His Son, the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit, whatever it may be, and any variant understanding of that where people are ascribing divinity that only belongs to God to someone else, then we believe, yes, that they are, in fact, we don't use that word.
Are you going to say hello? You're just going to walk by and not say hello?
Infidels. But
how rude, Miss Medication. Come on, woman.
But that they are not worshiping God in His oneness as He should be worshiped.
Do you and other Muslims see Christians and Jews as infidels, even though you don't go around saying it, but you are taught that we are infidels? Yes or no?
No.
You're not taught that with the Quran or anything?
Not explicitly in the way you mentioned, absolutely not.
But it is being taught?
No.
We're not infidels.
Reverend Jesse, these are not yes or no questions. These are questions that need to be unpacked. And
I'm getting the feeling that you're saying that you are taught that.
No,
we are
and I'm
infidels.
not trying to run away from a question.
Right, I understand. So does the
I'm trying to be true to the question as somebody in my capacity who knows what I know.
Elmo says hello. And this guy is going all the way around, dancing around the truth. We all know it's in their Quran, bro, however he says that. It's all... Hi. Oh, she says hi, Elmo. It's all... We know it's in the Quran, bro. We know it. You know it. Come on now.
And not to give a,
Of course.
Yeah.
And so you're not taught that we are Christians and Jews are infidels?
No.
The Quran doesn't
I've never been taught that. If you're asking me, have I ever been taught?
I mean, does the Quran teach that at all?
There are verses that talk about people who ascribe divinity to other than God as being people who are called, the Quranic terminology is kafir. Kafir means somebody who has somebody who's an unbeliever. In other words, they have that true belief in their heart, but they've covered it. They've masked it. They know that God is one, but yet they've ascribed partnership and associated others with God.
And are those the Christians and Jews?
That they can be the Christians and
Are
Jews
they
and other
referring
people.
to the Christians and Jews?
No. Actually, and Jews, we don't. Jews, as far as my understanding, don't have that understanding of who God is or who is not.
You said they don't?
They don't. In other words, they believe in one God, as purely one God.
Do Muslims love the Jews?
We do, because they are people who received a divine message, and if they followed it as it was given to them, we have love for them.
Do you believe in the Sharia law?
We believe that God wants us to live a certain a lifestyle and path, and that is embodied in what's called the Sharia, yes.
So you support the Sharia law? You believe as living under that law?
I believe that for me in my own life and how I want to, carry myself under God's authority, yes, that Sharia law is important to me.
Do you believe that Muslims should be allowed to come into America and set up the Sharia law and live under that law and not subject to the Constitution?
As in their own personal lives, just like anybody else.
Or
in their
the
own
law of the land?
The law of the land, no. The law of the land, no.
Satan is your daddy, woman.
Satan is your daddy, woman. How about the Sharia law? Should they be allowed to set that up in this country?
No. The Sharia law, you have to realize, is multifaceted. It's a vast corpus body of law. So there are certain aspects of the Sharia law that a Muslim has the right to believe in and practice. For example, I pray 5 times a day, right? That's what my faith teaches. And that's part of the Sharia to the
I'm not
needy.
talking about that. There's a
But
Sharia law.
but that's what Sharia law is.
How about Sharia law that says that women don't have the same right as men?
That's not Sharia
if a
law.
woman should commit adultery, stone her. If a homosexual is a homosexual, throw them off the roof or something, whatever they do, that you're not subject to the law of this land. Should that type of Sharia law be
So you're
allowed?
talking about the criminal law as which is one part of the Sharia. Should that be instituted in America? Is that what you're asking me?
Right.
No.
It should not be allowed in
No,
America.
No.
Do Muslims hate homosexuals?
Do Muslims hate homosexuals? No.
Is homosexuality evil?
Yes.
It is evil. And what should happen to a homosexual?
What should happen to a homosexual?
Once a Muslim find out that another Muslim is a homosexual, what should happen to that person?
They should, I mean, it depends. We don't go up to people on the street and ask them to,
Right, but once you find out that they are, and they are Muslim.
If I had a friend that I found out was a homosexual, I would engage them in conversation and dialogue, and I would say, man, you have a family that raised you as a Muslim.
No, well, not you personally, but the religion teaches what about homosexuality?
That homosexuality is a sin.
And what should happen to the homosexual according to the religion?
That what should happen to the homosexual? That they should rectify their lifestyle and live it in a way that's in accordance to how God wants them to live.
And if they don't, what should happen?
If they don't, that's their own private life that I don't have, nor does the state have any authority over them.
Does the Quran teaches that they should be punished in one form or another?
The Quran teaches that the people of Lot were punished for their committing homosexual acts. There is no explicit reference in the Quran that tells us of how we should accordingly treat people who practice homosexuality.
And so the Quran. The Quran teaches that homosexuals should be punished. Or yes or no?
No.
Why are so many homosexuals being punished?
Bro, this guy got cooked. He's getting cut, bro. He's getting crushed right now. This guy, wow, Jesse, thank you, Jesse.
Especially in Muslim countries.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
They're being thrown off roof, and
that's a very
even if another man or woman is raped by a homosexual, that person should be killed as well. Why are they teaching that? If
Number
it's
one,
not being taught
I'm not,
in the
I don't know
Quran?
if I'm fully in agreement with you in terms of what you're stating as supposed fact. Number two, governments or people or Muslims even that do things doesn't mean that they're doing things according to what Islam teaches.
Tell me, what does the Quran say should happen to a homosexual man or woman, a lesbian? What should happen to them if they don't change?
What should happen to them? There's no mention of that.
No punishment, no anything.
There's no.
But if I can point that out to you, would you still deny it or what?
I'm not denying anything. I'm asking.
Ooh. Oh, here we go. Come on, baby.
I'm answering.
Thank you, Ben. Ben Keel. W. Ben Keel, bro.
The question that you're asking.
So the Quran doesn't teach what should happen to a homosexual?
The Quran does not have any explicit injunction or directive.
What does it have about that? So the Quran doesn't teach what should happen to a homosexual?
The Quran does not have any explicit injunction or directive.
What does it have about that lifestyle?
I just told you.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
But what the people of Lot and their their evil, sexual, perverse ways.
Muslims believe the Quran. They just don't have places where they can, act upon what they believe.
Well, we're not talking about.
And they're trying to make it so they can, which is ironic because they're trying so hard to leave the place where it is Sharia law and they can act on it. And they want to come here and change this to make it like that.
A lot we're talking about now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
There's the same rules that applied in lots days apply today.
In terms of?
Homosexuality.
Homosexuality is a sin, absolutely.
So the same rules apply.
When you say the same rules, what do you mean by that?
Whatever the punishment were then, is it still the same today?
The punishment then was brought by God. It wasn't brought by the hands of man.
But is this the same punishment today?
If you're asking me, do we have the authority that God has? Absolutely not.
Guys, holy cow. I have a new reel that I'm going to make using that clip we just watched together. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Where is my other clip for you guys on Muslims? Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. You guys ready?
How many refugees has Poland taken?
0.
And you're proud of that?
If you are asking me about Muslims' illegal immigration, none, not even one will come to Poland. Not even one if it's illegal. We took over 2 million Ukrainians who are working, who are peaceful in Poland. We will not receive even one Muslim because this is what we promised.
But I asked
this
not about illegal
failed.
immigrants. I asked about refugees. And Jean-Claude,
This is the best part. Listen to what he says here.
Juncker, the Commission President, says that you're racist. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why our government was elected. But this is why Poland is so safe. This is the reason why we had not even one terrorist attack. Look at the streets in Poland. And we can be called populists, nationalists, racists. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
How many?
That's what we're talking about, bro. You can call us populist, racist. You can call us whatever you want to call us. I don't care, he says. I care about my country and my family.
Muslims living with Sikhs. Problem. Muslims living with Hindus. Problem. Muslims living with Baha'is. Problem. Muslims living with Shintos. Problem. Muslims living with Buddhists. Problem. Muslims living with Christians. Problem. Muslims living with Muslims. Very big problem. So this led to, they're not happy in Gaza. They're not happy in Egypt. They're not happy in Libya. They're not happy in Iran. They're not happy in Iraq. They're not happy in Yemen. They're not happy in Pakistan. They're not happy in Syria. They're not happy in Lebanon. They're not happy in Nigeria. They're not happy in Kenya. They're not happy in Sudan. They're not happy in Morocco. And they're not happy in Afghanistan. So where are they happy? They're happy in Australia. They're happy in Belgium. They're happy in France. They're happy in Holland. They're happy in Italy. They're happy in Germany. They're happy in Spain. They're happy in Sweden. They're happy in Denmark. They're happy in the USA and Canada. They're happy in Norway and India. They're very happy in England. Loads of welfare benefits. They're happy in almost every country that is not Islamic. And who do they blame? Not Islam. Not their leadership. Not themselves. They blame the countries they are happy in. And they want to change the countries they're happy in to be like the countries they came from where they were not happy.
Between 2016.
That's how that cookie crumbles, guys.
Radical Islam, terrorism. How do you feel about that?
Radical Islam terrorism. First of all, I feel very, very uncomfortable with the terminology of radical Islam.
You wouldn't call it radical Islam terrorism?
No, we want to call them, we want to call people like ISIS, for example, a death cult.
But why not call it what it is?
Because it's not what it is.
But that's what they go by. That's what they
That's
live by.
correct. That's what they go by. But that's not what the world community of Muslims believes in, nor do we sanction, nor do we acknowledge as being having anything to do with our faith.
But that's a lie. That's a lie. They're doing it based on what they've been taught within that.
And they're not doing it based on the teachings of Islam. No.
Random, you don't want to come on the phone and tell us how much you love Muslims?
They're not.
Where did they get this idea of beheading and killing homosexuals and killing the infidels?
From a very perverse.
You don't want to come and tell us how bad you want to be Muslim? Come on, bro.
It's not a radical Islam. It's a very perverse understanding of Islam.
If that's true, why don't we see Muslim men and women in the U.S. protesting out on the front line,
Muslims
making
are
noise
dying.
and saying that we don't agree with this?
Who was it? Ragin just asked. The Discord, bro. There's a link on my YouTube channel homepage. There's a link. I'll give you a link right now from the Discord server. Hang on one second. I'm on the server right now. Invite. Copy. Let me know if this doesn't work. I also have a link on my actual. I think you have to copy it and paste it into your like browser, bro. I don't think you can click it. So you can do that and get
90 to 95%.
Why don't we see them protesting?
90 to 95% of the people that die at the hands of terrorists are Muslims themselves.
I understand that.
But
you're not answering my question.
No,
why don't we see them
I am
protesting
answering your question. I'm not answering it in the way you want me to answer it. 250 people died in an explosion the other day in Iraq, a terrorist bombing. All of those people were Muslims. You think we stand for that? The loss of innocent life has anything to do with our faith? Absolutely
not. Why don't we
not.
see that in America? If you don't stand for it, why are you out?
That's all we do, man.
But you got to answer the question. There's not a massive.
Joshua Scatolin. He says, "Come on, random. Don't be like your prophet Muhammad. Come on, bro. Come and tell us. Come and try to convert us, bro. I know you want to try to convert us to Islam. Come on, random."
Amount of Muslim men and women
tell us
rallying and protesting and in the media so they can see that this aspect of Islam is evil and they don't agree with it. Why don't we see that?
Because that's something, number one, Muslim leadership, day and night, that's all we do, is condemn active violence to the point where it gets sickening, where we get tired of just condemning.
Obviously not enough.
What we see happening in the news. There was a very detailed sort of manifesto that was written. It's called An Open Letter to Baghdadi. You can Google it, lettertobaghdadi.com. It's the preeminent Muslim scholarship throughout the world.
I think we got random
that have signed on to this manifesto that have theologically refuted.
But most of us don't know about that, though.
I'm telling you.
Yo, are you there?
Yo, what up?
What up, random?
Hello,
bro. If you're trying to convert us to Islam, bro, it's not gonna be easy. We're not gonna take it like that, bro. We don't want to. How you doing, man?
I'm just chilling, man.
I know it's late for you, dude.
I'm not gonna be converting anyone to Islam.
Are you sure?
Absolutely sure.
Okay, bro.
There will be no conversions this evening.
So where did your love for Islam begin, bro?
Oh, fuck that.
Dude, tell us what's...
try to play that game, I'll start calling you a boomer and making fun of your eyebrows.
My caterpillars? Come on now, bro. Dude, so tell us again, what state are you in?
I live in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma? That's right, Oklahoma, bro. Dang.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
Better than most of the other rest of the country, so.
Better than California? Woke nation?
Much better. Much better. Yeah,
Right
all of the
on.
bullshit that was taking place throughout the country for the last several years, all the riots, all the protests, all that shit, I didn't see any of it. None of it happened here.
Wow. That sucks for you, but it's also, I would say, you know, for guys like you and I, it can be boring, no? Cause dude,
I'm not gonna lie, man, it got real boring. It got real boring seeing all this crazy shit going down in all these different places, and there's just nothing happening here. It's just
you're
regular
getting
old everyday life.
you're getting no action, bro.
None.
That sucks, bro. I could almost throw a stone and hit a protester, bro.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. Like
Yeah.
even during the No Kings thing, we took a drive downtown. There were like 12 people. That was it.
Oh
And
my
there were
god, bro.
12 old people.
Weak sauce, bro. Weak sauce. That's no fun. That's no
Yeah.
fun.
And I'm not, dude. I'm not like, oh, there's like my parents' age. No, man. Like a few of these people were my grandparents' age. They were really old.
Damn, bro. Damn. Let's see what chat's saying, bro. What should we can you walk around? Gus says, can you F around in Oklahoma? Where the wind goes sweeping through the plain. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to look at chat, bro.
That's
See what
part of
there's.
the song.
Is it? Oh, okay. Messing with him, breaking the ice. Yeah, I'm just messing with him. I was just messing with you, breaking the ice, bro. Yeah, that's right. Raging knows what's up. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, man, dude, I just wanted to say what's up. I want to hear your voice and say hello and keep testing out this.
I'll call in tomorrow probably, and I'll have a lot more animation. I'll be more willing to interact with dickheads in the chat.
No, it's all good, man. You don't have to do nothing. There's no expectations, man. You gotta just be yourself and do your thing. And I know it's late for you, bro. It's almost 1 p.m., right? I mean, at 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes till 1.
Yeah, bro. Go do your thing. Thanks for calling in, man. Really appreciate it. That was fun. Glad to hear your voice after all that time. Thanks for being an OG, bro. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah. All right, I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Later, bro. See ya.
Later.
All right, bye. Guys, there you have it. Asking about Russian base in Venezuela Island. Oh, dude, that was good. That was good, guys. We got the call-ins, man. That's super fun. Dude, I finally heard Random's voice. So cool. And I Choose Life says, I'd join you if my kids weren't sleeping. Yeah. We'll do it next time. So just so you guys know, I do morning streams typically. I don't have a set schedule, but typically I'll do a morning stream in Southern California morning stream, and I'll do an evening stream. So this right now I'm at 11 o'clock. I'm gonna call it a night. We're gonna watch the last few minutes of this, and then we'll call it. It says Ragin says, if Medication want me to join, I'll join. Ragin, you want to jump on? You want to jump on real quick? Are you in our Discord? State Line says, and I always thought a random stranger involves someone else's hand. Ragin, you're welcome to jump on, bro. Oh, he's in there. Hold on. Hello.
Oh, hello. How's it going?
Good, bro. How are you?
Doing great. I love your stream, man. I really do.
Thanks, bro.
I really do. Love your message. Just love everything, dude.
Good looking out, man. Appreciate that, dude. You don't have to say that. That's okay. I'll still be your friend, man.
No, dude, because I live in Japan, right? So I see everything from a computer screen, right? I'm not really there, so I can't, you know what I mean? I don't know how people actually feel that get affected by all the stuff that's going on in the States right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
it just seems like a bad place, But I mean, I
You
don't
know,
know. I
people
know
say
it's a
that.
great place.
People say that all the time about US. In the streams they'll always say things like, "Man, you guys in US seem so divided. You guys are just like the most divided country in the whole world, and this, that, and the other." And what I like to tell them, bro, is listen, we have freedom of speech and we have freedom of expression, and we like to use every little tiny inch of it. Not little. We like to use every bit of it. And when we do, we argue fiercely. We debate fiercely. We push the limits of our free speech. We push it hard, and it may sound like we are divided, but we love being American. And I'm speaking for myself and others that I know. We love being American. We stand up for our country. We love our country. We'll protect our country and our fellow Americans. The last thing I always say is the last thing any country wants, and they know this, the last thing any country wants is to unite us in some way against them. Because we are America, bro. We're nuts. And we have massive hearts and energy, and we're all about it, bro. But dude, what took you to Japan?
Well, actually, my dad was in the military. He's a retired Marine. And he
Okay.
just actually stayed out here, and I stayed out here too. So I've just been out here pretty much my whole life. I was born in
Holy
the States
cow.
though, so I am American technically.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like an American for sure,
Right.
100%.
Right.
That's why I was asking. I'm like, dude, what are you doing over there? You sound like a total American. So what state did you come from?
North Carolina was where I was born.
Dang. North
Yeah,
Carolina.
I see myself as a Republican, right? And I think a lot of that has to do with like my father, right? Because he's a Republican as well. But I mean, I don't know. Either way, looking on the internet, you can kind of see, right? And even like I'll scroll through like what was it? Like these short videos, these live videos, and there's Democrats and there's Republicans that do these kind of videos.
Yep.
And everybody on the left is always there's always anger and hate and everybody on the right just love and laughter, right? So just
Yeah.
even that itself is just huge, right? There's a big difference there. I don't know
Yeah.
how these people on the left just they don't see it, right? Or they just have so much hate inside of them. Just I don't know, it just seems like it would be a very tiring way to live. No?
Yeah, well, I totally agree, and I say that because I understand what you're saying because I was recently on the left and I came to the right a few years back, and so when you're in the left, you don't, as you said, bro, it's weird because you don't see it. It's a bizarre thing. You don't understand it, but you do know as a prior lefty, bro. I'm saying we now, but what that. The media and everything's swayed in your favor, and you know that you are pretty much in a place of, it's like the whole media is your safe place, and you can basically, more so before, say what you want and most people will agree with you, and it's nothing like the right where dude, you put on a MAGA hat, bro, and the whole world is about to light you on fire. They're coming at you, bro. They're like, oh my God, look at this crazy animal. You're like,
You're
well,
not so bad now.
not so much
Really
now, but
bad.
still,
Yeah.
man, still, bro, still, it's wild. I'm telling you, still, they look at you like you're some crazy creature monster, like about to like destroy the whole country. They're like, it's like, holy cow, guys.
Yeah, like you woke up and you chose violence today, right?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
100%, bro. If I walk around right now with my MAGA hat, which I'm not afraid to do, people look at me like you just said. They think I woke up and chose violence.
Right.
Exactly. Dude, what do you have to say about what I was explaining earlier about my love for Japan and the products and the people and everything from Japan?
Well, I mean, I love that you were showing support, right? Like representing. I
Yeah.
mean, I love it here. It's great, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes I wish I was in the States too, because I feel like a patriot. I want to fight for my country as well. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
because I've been living here for a while. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I got a fire for the States,
Yeah. That's a good thing, bro. I love to hear that. I love to hear. That's fantastic, dude. Let me ask you this. This is something I'm curious about. Maybe some people in the chat are curious about. Being in Japan, how long are you there now?
Ooh, I've been here since I was like 5.
Holy
time,
cow.
yeah.
And your English is so good still.
Oh, yeah. I use English most of the time.
Okay, so my question to you, bro, is are things made in the USA that cool to people in Japan?
Not really. I don't think they think about it that much because not a lot of stuff comes from the United States. I think
Okay.
a lot of stuff gets imported to the States, but not a lot of stuff gets imported to Japan. I think that's
And even American cars even cars that are American cars are that you guys get are not actually made in America, right?
probably. I'm not even 100% sure on that.
Yeah, because I think I think American branded cars that are in Japan are typically made somewhere like in Asia or something like that, or somewhere else, or Mexico or something. I don't know, but that's something I was curious. I didn't even know you're Japanese, and I was just showing my love for Japan. You saw all the different stuff I posted that I showed you, man. I love it. I love Japanese people and culture, their quality, the products. I like German products, German people too. Those are a couple Italian stuff.
I heard you say Japanese. I was like, "Oh, I'm Japanese." You know what I mean? I had to.
Hell yeah.
I had to go on a little bit of a typing spree there. I'm sorry. But
Hell yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Are you are both your parents American?
no, my mom is actually Japanese.
Your mom is Japanese.
My dad's yeah. So I am half Japanese, half American.
Holy cow,
I'm
bro.
fluent in both languages, but I do speak better English.
Right on. Dude, there's like I was showing you guys my camera, my love for photography. There is a massive photography kind of culture in Japan because they love art and they love history and they love things. They love taking pictures and that kind of stuff. So a lot of the stuff I watch, it's funny. Miss Medication, I drive her crazy sometimes because I watch these guys on YouTube that are in Japan and they speak Japanese, but YouTube has this new thing where it will have like someone speak to you in English, even though the guy on the video is speaking Japanese.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen some of that before. Yep.
And it's funky, bro. When you listen to the guy, he's like, yes, and this is like this. Yes. And then I press the button. Yes. And then if you take a picture, it goes, yes. It's like this weird thing. And Miss Medication sometimes looks at me like I'm crazy. But it's all good. You know what I mean? We do what we do. I love learning and growing, bro. But dude, I love also talking to you guys. I'm so glad to hear your voice. So glad you came on tonight, man. Thank you for doing that.
I appreciate it. I know I'm not very talkative, but yeah, it was.
No, you are.
Nice actually talking to you guys.
You are. I'm just talking too much.
Yeah, I love everybody in your stream too. Your chat is amazing. I love it.
Hell yeah, bro.
I know Pi gave up. Pi kind of ran away. He couldn't take it no more.
He did, bro, because he was being a beta male, bro.
Beta.
All right, man. Hey, thanks again, bro.
Hey, thank you.
What time is it in Japan?
Right now it is 3 p.m.
Whoo, you're just getting warmed up. Okay, bro. So do your thing, man. Thanks for calling in. And chat, let me see this. Is chat saying anything? Germany's lost. Your new girlfriend, Victoria, hasn't said anything.
Love from Japan, Victoria.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
She's amazing.
All right, bro. Hey man, thanks again. And let's do another call in one day.
Yes, sir.
Awesome,
nice.
dude.
Yep, take it
awesome. Easy. Take care, bro. See you. Bye. Ah, that was cool. Guys, I love that. So cool. Great way to end the night. She's blushing, bro. She is. Look at her. She's blushing. Damn, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's so good. So good. Holy cow. Look at the medication is just bringing everyone together. If you guys end up having little medication babies, bro, you better name one after me. Oh, dude. All right, guys. It's my bedtime. Not really. I still got work to do. I got some businesses to work on, but I gotta go so I can do that stuff and then go to bed. Appreciate you guys. I had a really good time, as you could tell. Medi the matchmaker, bro. I told you if it happens, you gotta name one of your kids after me. But I loved it. Super fun. If you guys could tell, I had a really good time tonight with you guys. That was so cool. And you guys can't see the numbers, but we already hit 105,000 views on this stream alone, which is great. It's fantastic. 105,000 views. Very cool. All thanks to you guys. We gained 200 followers in this stream. And we went for 2 hours and 16 minutes so far. Again, guys, thank you again. Love you guys. And I am taking off. W Ragin, W everyone. Elmo, Rodden, I Choose Live, Victoria. Bingo, bingo. Eric, State Line, thank you. Random, thank you. Aquariums, love you guys. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Hell yeah, that was so fun. I'll see you guys.